I love it. It's so appealing to me. That was a disaster. So my nurse just left. Actually, you probably can see her right there. So my nurse was having some major issues, and well, she poked me 3 times, had to call her company, who then told her to call my doctor just to tell him that by their rules that she has to tell them that it's been 3 times and like what should we do. And then she spoke to my nurse, or my doctor's nurse, and he said poke as many times as needed because they refused to do a surgery. So like poke as many times. If it takes 18 times his words or 16 times his words, then do it. But then when she tried to do it, she was like almost positive she was able to do the 3rd one, and it didn't work. She got it in but can't like get any backflow of blood. So it was kind of a disaster. Oh, my hand is in the way. So she was like, you know what? I don't even want to keep doing it. Like, I just want somebody else. So she had to call the company. And anyway, long story short, another nurse is going to be here in a couple hours and start from scratch and do this all over again. Hopefully my veins, because she kept saying that my veins were blowing. I don't know about all of that. Maybe like one of the times, but so anyway, why is my nurse is trying to go backwards? Hopefully she knows how to do it. So she poked me here, so I got 2 there and 1 here. I am pure like Band-Aids. Like, what the hell? So the next nurse that's coming here in a couple hours, she is going to be bringing a vein finder. This nurse, my regular nurse, Patty, is like, I really don't believe in those things. I don't really think they work. But you know, what can we do? So that's what I'm going to be doing, is kind of waiting for that nurse. I'm probably going to pick up the house a little bit. This one here really hurts. Like, I mean, I started crying and after it's already done, I can still feel it up in my fingertips. It kind of feels like she hit a nerve. Like doing this, I can feel it on my skin. This one, I felt nothing. This one was like, ouchie, but you know, I can get through it. Anyway, see you guys soon. So the nurse just left, the second nurse, because, you know, the line wasn't working. And this nurse, she said that it took her 1 hour and 40 minutes to get here because she came from wherever she came from. And she goes, this was the fastest appointment I've had with the longest distance. She was here for 12 minutes just to drive back another 40-something odd minutes. So I felt a little bad for her. And she got it so quickly. So she did get it here, which is weird. I've never, since October, since been doing this, ever had it here. It's typically like on the front of my arm, hand, crease, but never like, and I guess technically now that I'm laying or showing you guys, it's not in the inside of my arm. But then when you hold like this, then it feels like it's on that part, but it's more like near my elbow, I guess, depending on where you're looking. Anyways, I'm going to start my line, and then, because she has left already, and then I am going to clean up a bit, and that's really it. I was going to take the dogs for a walk, and I still may, or to the park, but I want to clean up first and get that, you know, out of the way. And then we'll see how the day goes. I may just have a really boring day doing nothing. So we'll see. Now, let's talk about the crash that one receives after doing something that is harsh on their body. Now, to the normal people, that would be doing construction, doing, you know, heavy lifting of any sort, I guess. I mean, there's so many different things. I mean, even if you're just, you know, behind a desk and you're typing for 8 hours, you know, there's a crash after that because of just the immense amount of time and energy having to just constantly do this, you know. Whoa, did it just get brighter? Let's make it a little bit darker. Okay. Well, that is what is going on with me right now. For the sick, you know, a lot of things could be hard on their body, and it's typically the most easiest and most simple for the normal. And that could be doing the dishes, or washing the hair, for instance. Me was vacuuming. So what you guys seen is exactly what I vacuumed. I have yet to do all the bedrooms, the main floor downstairs, any of it. The stairs, which sucks having to hold everything and like clean up each step. And hi, Mr. Willie. This is Mr. Willie. Oh, he's got extra toes. Say hi, Mr. Willie. Say hi. Okay. Now I have to take quite some breaks to even do the first level or one level in my house. But I also have to take breaks between rooms. So like today, or just now, as you've seen, I did the studio, the like kitchen, hallway area, and I did do the living room. I just didn't record that for you guys. And there's actually a reason for that, but I'm not gonna go into it like ever, probably, just cause maybe, but it's stupid. It's all in my head, and I just don't. Yeah. Anyway. So I still have to do the stairs and the 3 bedrooms upstairs, and then I have all of downstairs, which is an equal size of the main floor upstairs. So I'm really tired. My heart's racing. Now I know when you stand and you're doing activities, your heart's, it's supposed to, you know, rise up, but then it drops back down to the norm. And well, mine's stuck at like 1:30 right now, and it's been about 15 minutes since I cleaned. So I thought I'd come out and get some fresh air. It is not hot. It is not cold. I could actually wear a t-shirt, not the sweatshirt, but I put the sweatshirt on this morning and I'm just comfortable. It's perfect for me right now. And I'm not wearing anything under it, so it's not like I'm wearing 2 layers. So I just thought I'd come out, enjoy the fresh air. It's got a nice breeze, which you can hear. I love the sound of a breeze, like trees. I love it. It's so appealing to me. Like if there was no such thing as like bugs, like spiders, mainly like the bugs that fly, like gnats, I hate them, and mosquitoes, I'd probably take a night and spend it up on the roof and sleep at night, so I can look at the stars, and if it's like a nice breeze, have a nice blanket and sleep up there. And I'm sure I probably could on a more full day. So just enjoying the weather, and it's really, really rough after getting up and moving a machine in a repeating motion and having to stand and walk, the whole thing. It's rough. Even washing dishes, I can do that typically all in one like moment, like one lonesome, but that's not the word I was looking for, but you get it. All at once, but I'm extremely irritable while doing it. Afterwards, I'm really hot, I'm dripping, like, and the dripping also could be not because I'm just oh, I'm hot from working and doing stuff and trying not to faint, but because, as I mentioned before, my water has to be steaming hot. The hottest it can be where people can't even use their hands. I use gloves, so I don't even notice, but yeah, like it has to be hot. Like I won't clean the dishes if the water is not hot for whatever reason. And that's hard. So, you know, it'll probably be a half-hour break before I go back and finish cleaning the house. And it's just, we all have to just know our boundaries and our limits and figure out what our triggers are and just kind of work around it. And don't let it stop you from doing what you have to do. If you have to clean, then clean. But learn to take your breaks when you need to. So I am on my wraparound porch, relaxing in my $5 hammock, and just breathing, taking time for myself, realizing that I can't do everything, and that is okay. And just, you know, life can break you, really break you. But life is also very beautiful, and if you just take a step back and breathe and take a moment, you'll realize that life is beautiful, and that when life breaks you, all you have to do is just build back up, become stronger, become a new you. And, you know, you have those bad days where you just couldn't get up, you were throwing up, you were in the bathroom, there's so many different things. But, you know, the next day, that moment where you feel good, just remember that you are feeling good. Remember that feeling that you have or had then, and live off of that feeling. You know, it's harder said than done, and that's very true. But that's how I've learned to go through life, to get through life. Those moments where I feel amazing, even just that 10 minutes, I make sure to embrace that moment, and I make sure to remember how I am feeling that moment, so that when I'm having my bad days, I can convince myself, like, this is going to be okay. Like, I'm not going to break. Like, and if I do, I'm going to build up. I'm going to grow stronger bones and a stronger heart, and I'm going to get through it, because next thing you know, I'll be feeling good again. So with that, I'm going to say, I hope you have an amazing Monday, the rest of your Monday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.